Mining activities have been taking place in Obuasi for several decades, but some residents here feel that it has not reflected in terms of the level of development in this area. They have thus been raising a number of concerns in recent years. Some have been embarking on demonstrations, calling on authorities to ensure that they develop this area. Some also feel that the mining company over here, Anglogold Ashanti Obuasi mine, is not doing enough to spearhead development in this area. But we have come to the community to find out from some of the residents on their major concerns with respect to the level of development and what they expect from various stakeholders.
I think the youth in Obuasi needs education. They think because they have the galamsey here, they don't take, formal education serious. I'm a teacher, and the youth here don't take schooling serious. And afterwards, they think they can just depend on the galamsey, which is not also all the thing they can do. So I suggest the youth need education. It's not everybody that can engage in galamsey. Those who can engage in formal education should take it serious, so that those who also engage in galamsey should also be allowed. But I think they should be allowed.
They should be allowed to engage in galamsey.
Yes,
how?
But, there should be some form of control in the galamsey that they will be allowed to do.
No, galamsey is basically illegal.
All right, I for all I know, I think there are times they are allowed to do some form of small-scale mining. So I think that is what I wanted to say. They should be allowed to do the small-scale mining, and then they should be controlled, because there are a lot of water bodies around which assets now is spoiled due to the galamsey activity. So the galamsey should be stopped, but they should be allowed to do the small-scale mining, and it should be controlled as well. Actually, I have been to about 3 mining cities, and I think per the income gotten from such cities, I think they are underdeveloped. So Obuasi needs to be developed much, most especially when it comes to town roads. Yes, at least a city which produces a lot of good for the country, at least they should enjoy tiled city roads, inner roads. It's just recently that they did the main Obuasi-Kumasi road. Had not been that, at least Obuasi would have suffered from a lot of bad roads.
The management of Anglogold Ashanti.
In terms of contributions, between 2019, when we started the redevelopment project, and last year, we have paid about over 973,000 US dollars into the community trust fund. And these are exclusively for community investment that the trust fund drives. And then our own community investment, which in this case will be considered as the 10-year SCVP or the social management plan, which we have completed. We have committed, or we have spent in excess of $4.6 million, sorry, $4.3 million between 2019 and 2000, and that's last year. But those are monetary values. I mean, we can have the breakdowns later if we have to give to you. But I think for us, as I said, what we believe is the game changer is the 10-year socio-economic development plan.
With many people within Obuasi raising concerns about unemployment in this area, Anglogold Ashanti Obuasi mine has been highlighting some interventions that they have come up with to benefit the indigents.
We write officially to our communities, because the Youth Apprenticeship Program is exclusively for our host communities, and also we are mindful of the traditional areas within Adanse, whose land we operate on. So we write officially to them, and then they send us, we give them the criteria, the various programs we intend running for that particular year, and the number of people we want to bring on. 230 youth from our host communities have since 2019 benefited from the Youth Apprenticeship Program.
It's not just about education. It's about identifying what you can do, getting the right people to talk to, and then get the right information to work with. And so that is what some of us we got. And that is why we also enrolled with the Entrepreneurship Program. To be very honest, we've gotten the guidelines, we got the help. Before I got enrolled, there were several tenders that the mine was giving me. I didn't win any contracts, any of such, until I got enrolled. And when I got enrolled, I was taken through the process. I got to know certain informations that if I'm able to imbibe in my business, it would help. And that is the results we are seeing now.
When the mine wasn't coming, we were facing a lot of challenges over here, and now the mine is here. Basically, I was being employed from a community to come and work with the trust fund. And the trust fund has also helped me a lot. At first, it has given me a skill to work as a sanitizer production. I can now do my own sanitizer. I can also help and assist people in my community to also do their own. And over here, we also train people on how to develop their skills, because not everybody will get a chance to work in the mine. We also have set a center that we use to help people, to train them in making leather works, like making shoes. And we also train people on fashion too. And we also help people develop their skills in making beads. That is what we do over here.
It is the hope of stakeholders that a mining town such as Obuasi will be able to see the kind of development that it deserves. For Citi News, I'm Edward Upon Marvel, Obuasi.